They erased them, buried their names, stole their prophecies, rewrote history to make you forget. But the time of forgetting is over. The matriarch is returning, and today we reclaim her story. The Sibyls, divine African prophetesses, priestesses, and oracles, were once the voices that guided empires, shaped spiritual traditions, and spoke truth to the kings. Spoke truth that kings and rulers feared, but their legacy was stolen, whitewashed, and silenced. And with that theft, the world was robbed of the divine feminine's rightful place as the spiritual leaders and visionaries of humanity. But let me tell you something. That power, that wisdom, that anointing, it never died. It's waiting. And today we are going to resurrect it. Now, the Sibyls were not myths. They were real, powerful African prophetesses before the Roman Empire, before Greek philosophy, before colonial Christianity. They were the spiritual mothers of civilization. Their wisdom came from ancient African traditions, from Kemet, from Ethiopia, from Nubia, and yet history has tried to erase them, painting them as Greek or Roman when they were African, dark-skinned, woolly-haired, and feared for their ability to see beyond the veil. These women were consulted by pharaohs, by kings, by warriors. Their opinions and wisdom mattered. Their words were considered divine messages from the Most High, the universe. The Romans built temples in their honor. The Greeks documented their prophecies. But when white supremacy and patriarchal religion took over, the Sibyls were stripped of their identity, demonized, or erased completely. And the question we have to ask is, why? Because a woman who knows her power is a threat. A woman who stands in her divine authority cannot be controlled. The church, the state, and colonial system knew this, and they still do. So they demonized women's spiritual gifts. They labeled our foremothers as witches, sorceresses, and or heretics. They burned them at the stake. They rebranded prophecy as something that belonged solely to men. And in doing so, they cut the world off from the divine feminine's wisdom. What an injustice. But we are righting the wrongs today. They turned the matriarch into a witch. They turned the prophetesses into heretics and the healers into blasphemers or blasphemers. And yet their voices still whisper to us through the veil, calling us to remember. So now, my sisters, my brothers, my divine ones, what do? We reclaim what was stolen. We remember who we are. The return of the matriarch is not just a metaphor. It is a spiritual movement, a call for divine feminine power to rise again. It is a prophetic awakening. We must tap into the very gifts they tried to erase. Our intuition, our spiritual insight, and our ancestral wisdom, our ability to channel divine messages. We must restore the role of the oracle, the priestesses, and the prophetess, and not as a thing of the past, but as a necessity for the future. Because let me be clear, the world is in a crisis, and the solutions will not come from the same patriarchal systems that created the problem in the first place. It is time for women everywhere, from all walks of life, to step into leadership, not just in politics or business, but in spiritual authority. It is time to activate the power of the Sibyls within us all. The return of the matriarch is here. The divine feminine is rising, and you are a part of the awakening. So I challenge you, study the Sibyls, learn their history, reclaim your spiritual gifts, let go of conditioning. Let go of the conditioning that holds you and your power and that told you that your power was dangerous. Your power is a threat, not a threat. It's a blessing. And the world is waiting on you to take our rightful place again. The era of the matriarch has returned. Now the question is, will you answer the call? Drop a comment below if you are ready to reclaim the divine feminine. Share this message with a sister, a mother, a grandmother, a friend, because we are the ones we've been waiting for. And if this resonated with you, make sure you're following, that you like, comment, engage with this post, share it, and stay tuned, because this is only the beginning. The matriarch is back, and we are unstoppable. This has been another powerful and impactful episode of the Sankofa Sessions podcast with your host, Chief Apostle Veronica Israel. And this is the podcast where we take you back into the records of our glorious past to get clarity on our powerful and collective future. So I love each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in. Peace, love, and light for watching. And let's make the truth go viral. And always remember that you are powerful, that you are creative, that you are the epitome of the divine consciousness that created the universe. You are God in flesh, having a human experience. And never let anyone, any ideology, or any philosophy tell you different. It's not what you are called, it's what you answer to. And know that you are a divine being, and that you're just not a mere human being. You are supernatural, and you can do supernatural things, because the energy of life that created everything is built inside of you. And until next time, peace be with you.